Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the No ID podcast. Here, I have a comedian. I would say like double XL freshman of the 757 comedy community. This man has been killing it. His originality, his voice, his realism, and all his jokes, his punchlines. I met him last year, man, and I've only seen nothing but growth. And I think he's only been doing it a year. The one and only Josh Gedeon. What's going on, Josh?
I'm good. Appreciate you having me. Appreciate it, man, bro.
Appreciate it. How you been, bro?
I've been doing good. Life's been good. Can't really complain. Can't complain. You? How you doing?
I'm good, bro.
That's good.
I'm good. I'm trying to get like you. You know, you got your hairline showing. I got to put on a cap just to cover my shit up tonight, bro.
I feel you. I went to.
All right, motherfucker. All right, motherfucker. Keep playing your shit. I'm gonna give you 12. I'm gonna give you 10 more years. See if you singing that same song and dance.
I gotta flexible. I can't. You know what I mean?
So, Josh, man, you're a comedian, brother. How did that start? What made you decide to get into comedy?
To be honest, it's always been in the back of my mind. Like at first, what I wanted to do is I wanted to do YouTube videos. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do skits, but I feel like a lot of the YouTube skits that's been coming out has been like it's not the funniest. You know what I mean? I feel like it's not, and I wanted to be legit funny. So I was like, how can I get funnier? Stand up. And my uncle was also in the back of my head. He was like, hey, man, I can see you doing comedy. I can see you doing it. I was like, all right, you know what, boom. But after the first time I ever did it wasn't the best in the world. But I had one joke that did good. And then I was hooked ever since. That's all I needed. That was all I needed. It was insane.
You remember the first time you tried comedy? You know where you was at? Was it Kazi's or something?
Yeah, it was at Kazi's. Yeah, I was like, usually, every week leading up to it, it was like no crowd. There was like a little crowd, and there's at least one new comedian every time. You know, cause I went up to watch a couple of times before I went up. The one time I went, that shit was packed. I was the only new comedian that day, first comedian ever. You know, first time doing comedy. You know what I mean? That day, it was scary, but it was a good time. I had a good time.
Definitely, man. What was something like you say you was gonna try and do skits initially, like a YouTube channel? Was there somebody that influenced you, like that you will watch? You're like, damn, this shit is actually good. That makes you want to fall into those footsteps.
Like that's on YouTube wise.
Yeah, like YouTube, Vine, Twitter, Instagram. Like, is there an influencer that was like, damn, I could try this?
Yeah, I used to. I mean, you know, I'm Asian. You know what I'm saying? There's, YouTube. At least in the early stages of YouTube, there's a lot of There's a big Asian community. So I used to love Niga Higa. I don't know if you know who that is. I love Kev Jumba. You know what I mean? I used to those were the main ones that really, you know what I mean. I used to enjoy the most.
Definitely, you nervous, big dog?
I mean, it takes me a little bit to get a little comfortable. You know what I mean? Loosen up a little bit. But
you know me. You hug me every time you see me.
You're right.
This is just us shooting shit like we would when we at the mics and shit with each other, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just relax, man. This is natural. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. I'm no fucking celebrity. This is just Rome, the same Rome that you see on the open mics with. You know what I mean?
Cool. I got you.
Yeah, man. So, did you ever attempt to do a skit?
I mean, I do. I actually have a few uploaded still up. Not the best shit in the world, but it's up there. it's up there. But yeah, I got a couple of shits in.
Yeah, I know. I came up in the Vine era, the 6 seconds. So like the Vines, the low quality camera, like the straight pixelated images that was just so fucking hilarious to 6 seconds. And then once Instagram allowed videos to come up, and I was like, oh, okay. And Facebook, you saw Facebook running wild, so I get it. Like one of the people I liked before he became Desi Banks was Ambition Banks. He was Ambition Banks on Vine, and then he became Desi Banks. So I was rocking with him a lot on Vine. Nat King, Cole, that's Vine, and then like the only one I rock with now that I can actually see me following now is It's Drewski. Drewski is fucking
Yeah,
killing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jiski is hilarious. But like, yeah, it's insane. Because I just heard like, to be honest, that shit doesn't always translate, at least on stage. You know what I'm saying? But I
Mm-hmm.
heard Desi Banks, he is actually legit funny also on stage. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
I think it's harder to transition into both realms, even though it's the same realm in the aspect. So like, you got comedians that do stand up, but they're telling jokes and stories, and then you got the comedic actors that's doing the skits, but they
Right.
just adding up what we saying. So yeah, it do translate. Now I've seen some influences. They shit was like, I like, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't think
Yeah.
that's it. I
Yeah.
don't think that's your name, but they had the following though. So how has stand up been treating you, man? Because you've been doing it, what, a year, right?
Yeah, like a year and a half, a little bit over a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know what I mean? It's why I love stand up. Like, it's so. Cause I mean, I know I've done it for so short, but like I've gone to the point where like, oh yeah, this shit easy. I got this. You know what I mean? I got this. I'm gonna kill it every time. But that's whenever comedy be humbling you so fast. You know what I mean? They be humbling me so quick. You know, so like comedy's been treating me like, bro, it's everything for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's everything. This is it. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not gonna say it. It's just like I just love how honest it is. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you gotta be funny, regardless, no matter what. And it's been treating me. I don't know how the best way to explain it, but like it's been treating me good, I guess.
Yeah, it opens up some doors for you though, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You got to meet some different people.
Yeah, and that's what I love. It's so diverse. You know what I mean? First time I met with a motherfucker with one arm. You know what I mean? First time I'm dealing. You know what I mean? First time I'm dealing with different individuals and characters. And yeah, it's insane. I think this is the most fun I've ever had in my life. You know, so it's just you know.
Comedy is, man. Comedy is a humble motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's
You remember
insane.
your worst set you ever had? Like your worst bomb you ever had on the stage? Your worst?
I think my worst one, because like my first time wasn't the worst set in the world, but the second set right after, like I didn't even finish. You know what I mean? I didn't even make it to the light. I only maybe did 2 jokes and I quit. I was like, oh, that's all I do. I'm out. Yeah, that was at Kazi's as well. And yeah, that shit was I was like, damn, that wasn't a good.
That
But that's
wasn't a
just
good set.
it wasn't good at all. I wasn't getting the reactions I wanted, and yeah, it was just not good, not good.
Shit, I had some horrible sets. Horrible. I had one set where they cut the lights off on me.
Oh way,
Yeah, I took it. It was so bad. I apologized to the host. I didn't do comedy for like a month and a half.
way,
Yeah, I started podcasting right after that set. And
dang,
then the last bombing I had was January. Was it? It was this past January. It was at Longboard.
no way. Wait. So wait, what made them cut off the lights?
Oh, so you want the whole story?
Yeah, yeah, a little bit.
So you remember in one of my jokes when I'm like, I got booked at a black church,
Okay.
right? It was a black church crowd. Because I didn't want to put it onto that black church. It was a black church crowd. Now they know a black church crowd, and you couldn't cuss. So I was fresh new to the game. It was at this bar. It's not this far from my house. And they gave me 5 minutes. At the time, I thought my 5 minutes was killing. I was still doing the same shit from comedy school. So I
Oh
said
shit.
at it, one day I was going to write the jokes while I was at the bar. No rehearsal, no nothing, no pen. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And then if they ain't working, I was like, yo, I'm gonna do 85 South Show. I'm just freestyle some shit.
Oh shit.
Like,
Oh.
yeah, I bombed. Like they cut the music off and the lights on me. I was like, all right, bet. And the worst thing about it was I had a girl with me, and Lionel Harris was there.
Oh no.
Lionel was actually the reason why I got back on it.
Oh, okay, that's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
Lionel was the dude that like helped me get back onto it. So yeah, it was bad. And I used to be a clean Christian comic when I first started. Not obviously not no more, but
Bro, I love it.
love it. No man, has there been anybody that you've worked with or want to work with since you've been in comedy? Be like, oh shit, he got it. And it could be like a big name, or it could be like just somebody you seen around the way. You're like, damn, I'm just so amazed at every time they get on the stage, they kill it.
Like,
Outside of me.
of course, Rome Davis, I definitely want to work with Lionel Harris. Lionel Harris, I don't know. I just feel like he has so much I could learn from him, and plus he's reachable. You know what I mean? I got his number, and yeah, I want to. Yeah, Lionel Harris on a bigger scale. Oh shit, I don't know. I mean, like a lot of people, the few comedians I feel like are really funny. I really like. I don't know if you know who Ralph Barbosa is. I really like Ralph Barbosa. There's this guy. His name is What's his name? Ron Taylor.
Black guy with
I
the
like.
fro?
Yeah, black guy with the fro and the glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's hilarious. But like yeah, this is name a few. I just All I just want to do is just learn. That's all I'm trying to do. Anyone I could learn from, and that's which I can learn from anybody at this point. But yeah,
Just like be careful from the ones that you learn from.
right.
You already know. You gotta look at they resume. You be like, oh,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. That was one of the first advice I got. Take everything with a grain of salt, especially you know what I mean? Especially from at open mics.
Ooh, ooh, bro. I don't even know buddy's name, but I can share it with anybody. I had a dude come up to me. He's like, "Don't write your shit. Don't write down nothing. Just go up there and just talk shit." Older white guy, just talk shit. I said, Funny Bone. We used to go to long. So everybody went to Kazi. So I started going to long shots. This was when certain somebody was running that mic, and I used to go. And I was like, all right, bet. So I went. I met this dude. He was telling me the same thing. Don't write your shit down. Talk shit. Let your nuts hang. I'm like, all right, cool. I did it. Got the lights cut off on me.
No way. Oh, so you took that advice to the church though? Oh no.
You know what I mean? So then what happened? Funny Bone used to do an open mic on Wednesdays. This is how I met Joe Paulo. Funny Bone used to do an open mic. So you will see the who's who of comedy in this open mic.
Right.
D's, Partlow, Torrey Huggins before he moved. Bunch of the Kazi folks that couldn't get in. And I was like, bet, cool. You know what I'm saying? And the same dude came up to me. Don't write your shit. I voted for you. I was like, bro, do you even know my name? No.
Oh shit.
Josh, you froze, baby?
I don't know what happened. What do I do? Yo, bro.
Hello? Yo. Why you got two studios, big dog? Like, you can see your face. Let me show you what I'm looking at, because this shit is funny. Oh, there you go. Now we're cooking. You good? That's technical difficulties. We'll get somebody to edit that up for us. So they about to make a cool $100 off of me. Nah, man. Nah, I got OG'd a couple times in the game, so it is what it is. How's the writing stuff going to you as far as your material? What do you normally write about? Yeah. How's your writing going? What do you normally write about? Hmm. Yeah, you do. You got realism in your jokes. You got a lot of realism, so you actually talk about shit that you go through, like the Yellow Emperor shit. I think he said Yellow Emperor. Yeah, I was like, that shit actually pretty good, Brody. It's actually good, man. You gotta sometimes you gotta sometimes you gotta. Okay. Mm, just trying. It's mm-hmm. For my writing. When I first started, I used to lie like hell. When I first started. Now, it's realism. So like the jokes that I have, those are true fucking stories. Yeah. So like lockdown lockdown was one of the best times for me to actually sit the fuck down and write shit out. So I still watch it and listen to it. Mom's Mabley, right? You ever heard of her? Mom's Mabley is the first stand-up comedian ever. All right. So Mom's, if you listen to her stuff, she would tell stories, family, dating, her life, just anything. And I was like, okay, she vulnerable on the stage. So I was like, let me try some realism. So like some jokes that I write, they just like all of them are realism, but a lot of them are just like some random shit that I may see, like observational shit. Like I got a joke about body wash. I went to Target one day to get some fucking body wash, and it made me switch over from Dove for men. Well, that was Dow. to dub for women because the men shit was 3 for 1. The women shit is separated. They actually have a name of they scent. So I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? So I wrote that down. Me getting old. It's true. I'm old. I'll be 35 next year. I'm old. To get that down. That's what I usually do. And sometimes I'll watch a stand-up special. I'm like, fuck, he is talking about his family. And I'm like, all right, I got to talk about mine. And then I'll listen to some shit that my mom or my aunts, even before my dad passed, they would tell me about my aunts and my uncles. Like, I know people think I cap when I say my Aunt Booty and Uncle Dickie. That's their names. That's their nicknames. That's a fucking name. So, you know what I mean? Like, you'll get there, bro. You only been doing it a year and a half. You know what I mean? Like, you'll find your voice. It's just that I got tired of hearing the extra fat. I got tired of writing about with the extra fat and the over exaggeration. Like, that's just what I pride myself on. Now, I tell you this, because I switched up my writing styles, I am more miserable after an open mic. I know that sounds crazy. Because it seemed like I'm digging into some shit that I shouldn't even really be digging into. I did a set about my dad's funeral that happened back in September. And I was like, if y'all ever seen a black funeral, that's like a Tubi movie special. I just went on the deep end of all of the shit that was happening. And the lady came up to me first. They was like, no, it was a dude. It was a couple. I did some that Black Eyed Peas. The dude came up to me, I'm sorry about your loss, man, but that shit was fucking funny. I was like, all right. I was like, sorry about your loss, but you were fucking funny. I was like, thank you, bro. Dapped me up, gave me his business card. I said, call me. Yeah, man. But you know, your shit be hitting the standing on jumping on the bed and the I ain't gonna lie, that I saw a joke that you had that I wish I had. The WAP joke. I wish I had that in my bag. I was like, fuck. Fuck. And you know, when I see you, bro, it made me want to step my game up a lot too. He like, yeah, oh yeah, motherfucker, yeah. I know some things. I don't know everything, but I like, yeah, that shit is fucking hilarious. Cause it do resonate. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's crazy because that's actually about a cousin they used to holler about. Yeah, I had a cousin actually did some time, and what you'll probably hear tonight. Some next mic you see me at, talk about his ass and some of the shit that he did. So yeah, you'll hear it. Like, I got some new shit I'm cooking on, man. Who's some of those stand up comedians that you like, yo, I really love him? Like, if they drop a special, you automatically locked in to their special. So like somebody that you really admire as far as stand up on the bigger scale. Mm-hmm. Just name a few. Cat is on my list too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cat, Seinfeld. Stephen Smith, I had him on my podcast, and like I got made fun about him that I like his comedy. John Mulaney, I like John Mulaney. I love Baby J. Yeah, man, it's so fucking diverse. Like you would look at me like you would think Bernie Mac or Cat or Richard Pryor, Eddie. I'm like, no, it's Seinfeld, John Mulaney, George Carlin. Ooh, ooh. What you ain't got to name nobody. What's some of the bad advice that you've ever gotten on the stage? Don't name nobody. I got you. If you can't think of it, I got one for you. We can pivot. What's some of the thing that you done heard? And you ain't gotta name nobody that's been like, man, this motherfucker full of shit. No, not on the stage. I'm talking about like they came on to you and was trying to give you some advice. You're like, man, this motherfucker full of shit. Like, uh, I got you. I got you. I got you. No, you're all right. You're all right. Cause I can tell you I can attest to this shit. I got sun one time, and this was back over the summer. I'm like it wasn't even summer, probably spring. I was like, nigga, what? Like I just got, like I just got, you know what I mean? I just came. I'm about to go to Connecticut. I just came from DC. Like you gonna try to fucking sun me? I was like, yeah. I was like nigga, nah, cause I had one dude. One it was a girl. It was a girl. It was like way back into my comedy journey. She was trying to sun the shit out of me. She was like, "I want to be a manager." I was like, "Fuck no." I was like, man, I was like, "Fuck no, you ain't being my fucking manager." She's like, "Yeah, I want to be a manager." Like we had it was a comp. How long was I doing comedy? I think I was a year. It was my comedy didn't really pick up until like lockdown Zoom shows, Zoom comedy. I was fucking killing it. I was making money. Zoom, they opened up these fucking bars and shit. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go back to square one. But she kept asking me manage me. She wanted me to mentor her. She kept trying to give me like etiquette critiques. Then she would go up to the host and tell him that she want to help expand and shit. And I had to apologize to the host. But I had asked her, as like, yo, what comedy have you done? She's like, I've never done comedy in my life. And so I was like, you about to try and tell I forgot the guy's name. His name was Ty. Cause Ty he used to smoke a cigarette, could do a monologue, a comedy like Dick Gregory on the stage. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, she kept coming to him about that. I said, well, what do you do for a living if you don't do entertainment? She was a social worker. Like my jokes, like some of the jokes you hear now, some jokes I done had stashed away for years. But she was trying to help me with a bunch of the jokes. I don't think that shit working. Yeah. It is going up in my bottom left. We recording it. If it's not, well, fuck, I hit you up again. The fuck, we still recording? Yeah, I appreciate the concern. I mean, is there like when you go onto the mic, when you do your jokes, what's your mentality as far as going to mic? You gonna be like, yo, I'm about to shit on everybody on the stage, or you be like, no, I get it. I pace. I think one of the last times I was at Georgia, you'll see me pace back and forth. So I pace and I talk to myself. I don't want to be bothered before I go on the stage. Like you dap me up, but I'll pace. Like when we was at the Black Friday show, like that was the most sitting down I've ever done before in the show. So I get it. You doing this shit like a crackhead. I'm pacing, talking to myself, and I could be saying some jokes that I've already said that's already been workshopped. I already feel like they're at a point where I can just spit on it, but because whoever goes on that card before me, I don't know if they lost the crowd or the energy is out. Yeah, so it's like it is what it is, man. What's some of your biggest fears of comedy? Not afraid of the bomb. I'm not even afraid to offend people. It's the people that have offended that's gonna come up to me because I've had people that like I could whoop his ass. How many times? I've been pressed like 5 or 6 times. I've been pressed 5 or 6 times. And let me tell you something, because I'm two different people on the stage, and they're like, I talk all the shit on the mic, but when you see me out in public, I'm just quiet. I don't want to be fucked with. But yeah, I've been pressed about 5 or 6 times, and that's this year. That's this year, and it's always been at the same room. Artist Vibes. I've been pressed there a few times. Oh, I do. I don't give a fuck. I don't. I'm like, yo, I'm saying the shit that y'all never thought of saying. So it's whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, before we sign off, Josh, one, I appreciate you coming onto the show, and being a guest. So stop being fucking professional. Why do y'all motherfuckers do that shit? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Nah, because when I it's like when I come around, like some of y'all be straightening the fuck up. I'm like, bro, I'm here in a bar telling jokes with your ass. Bro. Man, hey man. Nah, but I'm saying y'all motherfuckers, I'm gonna call y'all out when I see y'all today. Like any time I see, I'm like, why y'all like one time I went to the VCW, the wrestling shit at the Masonic Temple. And I love Christian Rice. I love him to death. He goes, damn, Rome, I ain't know you was here. I was like, bro, you like all I do is comedy. Like I only come out to do a mic and go back the fuck home to the back cave or something. Like, yo, like then I got there, they was like Rome, like Friday. Matter of fact, that's what I wanted to get on your ass about. The They Too Funny show. We sitting there and you got a drink. You was like, oh, am I okay to drink around you? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. I'm like, what? What? I'm nobody's parent, Josh. You got a whole foot and a half of height on me. What the fuck do I look like? Checking and you're younger than me. My reflexes have slowed down. What do I look like? Trying to, yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm a tense up because Rome here. What the fuck does that? You can't answer that. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Like, yo, I'm nobody daddy in this bitch. Calm down, bro. Y'all be doing that shit on purpose. I like, yo, this shit is so annoying. Went to Long Boys, they eating French fries, smoking weed. Like, yo, like you do it. Who cares? But what advice do you give to any before we sign off? I'm gonna need 3 things. One, what advice do you have to any comedians that's actually in the game or looking to get into the comedy game? 2, your top 5 comedians, dead or alive, in any order. And 3, your social media handles. Mm-hmm. The fuck he gonna ask me who is Lenny Bruce when I just named Mom's Mabley like a pig meat market? Yeah, like I can name some shit. God, I just told you I like John Mulaney. Mm-hmm. You guys can follow me on my comedian page at Comedian Rome. That's on all social media platforms. No ID Media TV. That's on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. No shows. Well, I do got some shows coming up in January. I think January I'll be in DC at the Social Comedy Lounge. So I can't pronounce. I just got it. December 15th. Catch me doing Ghetto Christmas at Sweet Royales. December 7th, I'll be at Zyda's Theater. Next year is DC and some Virginia Beach. Open mics, you may see me pop up at an open mic because I'm very selective about my mics. And make sure you guys support Josh Gedeon. Like I said, he's one of the like double XL hip hop comedy freshmen that's popping out on the scene right now. A year and a half of the game, and this man has made me want to step my shit up even more, per se, because I bombed that. Well, everybody bombed that Jam Cafe, but Josh does not has not bombed that jacket. You bomb. Jam was a motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And it don't matter. Like fucking Cat Williams and Kevin Hart could have walked through the door. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to do some new shit. They were not going to laugh. So is that brouhaha thing or? Welcome to the fucking life of being a comedian. That's the grind. I took a 12-hour train ride, got a hotel just to do a show at the Mohegan Sun. So I know how that shit is. I've drove 3 hours for 5 minutes. So I know how that shit is. So that's the grind, man. This is the most humbling career that you can get into. And if you do it for money, if you do it for clout, this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. You're grinding. There's some comedians that have been doing it longer than us put together, and they still like, yo, I'm flying to LA to do a X, Y, and Z. And like, so it is what it is, Brody. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording.